your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got...
Hey, everybody.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards.
53 is the mark.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we...
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph.
Here we go.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 66 yards.
Let's go now. 8 read.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to...
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
Stephon.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to...
You ready?
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Under Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that sack.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance for first half.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. 2nd and 5. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. John Ross as the first.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Shoot.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Let's go. 8 Reed.
58 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Get it.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 74 yards.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Now back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
Set up. 18 Gator.
58 to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
Set. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming.
Keep him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Going deep for Dick. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. They'll drop the throw. Being chased out left. Shoves him away. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Dancing to his left. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing.
Let's go.
Go now. 70, Indy.
That's it. Here we go. There we go.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but